Oh, yo, grilled cheese? Bro, grill me a cheese. Absolutely love grilled cheese. See, you mentioned grilled cheese, and boom, here I am. Actually, I'm not even hungry. Right now, I've eaten a fair amount today, so. Anyway, I don't know what that would mean, but I'm excited to find out. Let's do it. Alright. Um, yeah, anyway, how are we liking the music? Listening to Citizen today. Love Citizen. Don't really have anything to go over on stream for before we get into the game. So yeah, I even already have my Switch pulled up. I have everything all set up. Um, this is Citizen. I'll spell it out in chat for you. The album specifically is called Youth. It's the album cover is just the word youth spelled out in flowers. It's really pretty. Anyway, we'll pause that. Jump over here. I do have the video capture device up. And controller is on. Let's get back. Alright, I can hear that. Just turn that up in my headphones a little bit. Alright, got it. Okay, so excuse me. When last we were in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, uh, we found out that it was Red White of Blue Corp that had killed Mia Fey and tried to frame Maya for it. So we're going, and Phoenix got arrested because he got framed by Red White. And so, yeah, we're going into the day 3 trial, which is the final day. Oh, no. Keep on forgetting I'm on a save screen, not a load screen. Anyway, let's get into it. Defendant lobby number 1. Oh. Aha. Here. Give me just a second. Gonna respond to a text. Just. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, that Youth album I think is from 2013, 2010, one of the 2013. And yeah, very very good album. I listened to it at work today, and then I listened to it again for this. All right. Oh my, Jake. You make me feel old. When you graduated high school. Ugh. I graduated high school 9 years before that album came out. Fucking smartass. Alright, Maya's here, hyping us up. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Edgeworth. What's up, bro? Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Corruption much? I'm dropping my phone. Good thing it's in a case. What, does White have the judge in his pocket, too? Yes. Yes, he does. So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. Oh, and my first part of this, I mentioned that it was based on the Japanese justice system with an over 90% conviction rate. I looked. It's actually a 99% conviction rate. It's insane. Oh, yeah. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Hmm? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. As they say, the person who defends themselves has an idiot for a client. I think that's how the phrase goes. Let me just want to double check this. Title and category should be... Yeah, they should be right. Oh, okay, yeah, looking over at my mystery manager, we're good. Alright. Here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. I agree. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I'm going to do it. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. What a knob. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Smug asshole. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? That's super fucking relatable, Phoenix. You're my boy. Ho ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Jesus. Let him have it, Phoenix. Hmm. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. There's gotta be something I can blast him on. 9 o'clock, that's fine. Reading some papers by the window. I can't remember what evidence I have. The autopsy report, cell phone conversation, glass shards, the thinker, the wiretap, receipt, the testimony, and floor plans. I'm gonna see if I can't press on this here. One directly across from Fane Company law offices. Correct, that is the only window you see. There you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Business, business, business. I have to go to work today. Dude sucks. Bedlam. It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Okay. So you're reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. Yeah, alright. Spiky-haired. Called Miss May over. Surprised. Okay. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know that she had been tapping the Fey office phone? Objection. Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. Yes, it does. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Ran away but gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? Yeah, that's it. I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Uh-oh. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Meant to hit the other. Yep, it is odd. The testimony says ran to the right. There it is. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Ah! Got him to break a little bit. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. No, he's not. He's lying about where he was. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? They're both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Which is accurate. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fane Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Yes, that's accurate. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! Postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor? Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? That's a knob. I hate this guy. Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Wrong. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Yeah, absolutely I will. Okay, just gonna get to... this. Single blow. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. So good. This is almost over. Looked at the other window when I heard that thing. What thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Yeah, I present. There it is. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Yep. Fucker. Mr. White? No, Mr. White. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Company law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Nope. I have more evidence. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. This guy is Teflon. Nothing sticks to him. God damn. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fang Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I'm gonna press. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Of course I'd done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap me as phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Nothing there for me to press him on. Maybe he's routed enough that I could bluff something out of him. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fang Company law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Company law offices. There is something else. Time's come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Not even giving me an option. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Nope. Hey, Phoenix. Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court... Yeah, Bua. It appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Courtroom number 1. Again. Same courtroom because it's the same trial. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. That goofy grin. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. Cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. This trial. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. There it is. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Ah, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Company law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
You... asshole. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well. This court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright... Boom! Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. I feel like that one was by the skin of my teeth. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief. Mia! 9:02 p.m., huh? Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Company law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faith, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means. We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aw, spirit Mia. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. That's being watched and stalked by a ghost is totally not creepy. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. Burgers at 9 o'clock at night. It's a good time for burgers. Yes. Turnabout Samurai. Interesting. Alright, before we get into this one, I am going to take a quick break. Probably just a couple of minutes. Just want to give it a little bit of time between cases. So, go here. And get some music going up again. Back to some Citizen, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Whoa, whoa! Love this song. This one is called The Night I Drove Alone. But we're going to pause it and go back to the game. And here we are. Oh, hey, Tira. So, I thought of a nickname for you, Tira. And I think it's really kind of clever. But first, some soda opening ASMR. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, soda popping. Not the only thing that's popping around here. Anyway, yeah, I thought of this laying in bed last night for some reason, but your name is the first half of my favorite dessert. Jake's gonna know what I'm talking about, but call you Misu. Tiramisu. Haha, it's great. Anyway, yeah, gonna do it. Well, let's go into Turnabout Samurai, episode 3. Ah, you have, yep. All right, I'm not reading this out loud right now. Oh. All right, enjoy your dinner, Tara. I would watch this show. Like, no joke, I would watch this. The Dark Messenger returns. Ominous. See what we got. We watch it at the office. That's awesome. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Oh, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? And what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Damn. Phoenix is young. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Oh my god, so... how many kids do you think, like, in elementary school, when they're asked, like, what do you want to be when you grow up, how many of them say either YouTuber, excuse me, or streamer? It's probably a lot, right? Like, it's gotta be. You get all this brain rot, skibbity toilet nonsense that, yeah, it's just, it infects the brain. Gramps! Thanks. That, yeah, there's enough gray in here. Our age is showing, Jake. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Company law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Yikes. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Uh-oh. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You know, another thing with the age thing, right? Just interrupting this for a moment. I always thought it was, when I was younger, a little frustrating when, like every gaming console was called a Nintendo by the adults in my life, or Pokemon was mispronounced as Pokemans or anything like that. But now I honestly think that shit is hilarious. I would do that to children. Be like, oh, which Pokemans is that? Like looking at Rayquaza, is like, is that Pikachu? So funny. I understand why the adults did it if it was on purpose. But yeah, like everything is a Nintendo. Yeah, I'm gonna play, God of War on my Nintendo that's a Sony PlayStation. Shit's funny. Anyway, just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. Hell yeah, GTA on the Atari. It's still kind of crazy to me how different the GTA games have gotten from like GTA 1 and 2. From like the top down view to the third person, like, aw shit, here we go again. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. That is a mouthful. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. Samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. I'd say that's probably pretty obvious. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Company law offices. She's answering on her cell phone. Okay. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Alright, let's go to the detention center and talk with, Will Powers. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder at least once, maybe twice. Yeah. Whoa, 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 what are you saying? Yes? That dude looks like, So there was that Beauty and the Beast, right, that had Ron Perlman as the Beast. It was in like the 80s or some shit. And that dude reminds me of Ron Perlman as the Beast. Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh, that's actually really sweet. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. I mean, he killed the villain. Maybe. Nick? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. Has to come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Alright, Jake, enjoy your lurk. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. I don't think I have anything to present. Yeah, I just have my attorney's badge. Damn. I'm trying to avoid yawning, but here we are. All the talking, you know? Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! Oh god, I forgot about this bitch. You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible happens and all you can think of is blah, 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 blah. But yeah, she just runs her mouth. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. God damn it. Hey. Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. No. Just wanted to prove I was an attorney. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here, so if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. I don't have a letter of request. I have to go back to the detention center and get it. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading toward the scene of crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Yeah, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Alright. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Alright. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. That's rude. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here toward the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. Uh-oh, pal. Gumshoe. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Jesus Christ, that's a demonic face. Got my guide map. Nothing new to talk about, so let's go outside Studio 1. Hey, it's Gumshoe. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Yeah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. Yeah, I do that. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame the other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. October. Yeah, October 15th at 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. A photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? Yes, I do. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Haha. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Gotta look around first, though. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it, too. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, STI-307, or ST-1307. That must be the camera ID number. Studio 1. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, Detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with a studio mascot down for the count. Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? I think that's all I can investigate around here. Yep, that's a check mark. That's a check mark. Alright. Go back to the main gate and get a card key, hopefully. Nick, look. That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Fucking roasted. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. I also forgot to examine this area. Main entrance to the studio. Onlookers pressed up against the gate. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in here. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. I think this van ends up being relevant. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Nothing about the tree. Alright, let's talk to this old bag. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, man? Hmm? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know? This case is the star of the children's show, The Steel Samurai, is accused of murdering his co-star, who plays the villain, the evil magistrate. Spear through the chest, which is fucking crazy. How long has it been, do you think, since somebody actually got killed with a spear? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. I don't think I've got anything. Present the map. What's that? You giving that to me? Nope. Okay, so presenting any evidence. Oh, I can go to the employee area now, too. Neat. Alright. Nick. This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. So, the clothing isn't anything. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Okay, it's already... That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. Me too, Maya. Me too. How about you, Gore? Second stomach just for steaks. What? Alright, I think that's all I can examine. Go into the dressing room. Second stomach for, like, fried crap. Yeah. Yep. Mozzarella sticks and the like. Chicken nuggets. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. She's a medium. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. Alright. There's gotta be more. I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. Okay. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? In fairness, I might be able to do that too. With some shows. I kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Well, that's... oh. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Alright, well I got the card key. That's what I came in here for, I'm sure. Oh, I missed that there's a slide option. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. The metal grate on the drain has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? They're actually really cool. It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Or just for transportation, Phoenix. Don't be judgy. Okay, that's the, nothing about all this equipment? Alright. It's all here. Make sure she doesn't have anything new to talk about. Nope. Outside Studio 1. Let's go here. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it. I just wanted to show it off. I think I have to examine the gate again. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Alright, inside Studio 1. These investigation sections are kind of long, but they're kind of fun. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. You're not my real ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry, this girl isn't out there. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Sorry. My partner is kind of, you know. No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. I'm gonna keep examining around. Okay, so same thing. Another backdrop here. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing wound would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Okay, now I can talk to Penny. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. And I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Take a drink real quick. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. I'm not gonna do that. Alright. Outside Studio 1. You don't have anything new. Main gate. What? You're still here? Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure the Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me in quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Blah, blah, blah. She left. Well, Nick. Oh. This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we could see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m., that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. ST1307, I think it was. There. Entered. Hey, printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? Was this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I guess so. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? It's not. Alright. Got this, first day, taken care of. Alright. So what are we thinking? Do we want to do the trial day and then call it? Or, I don't know. I'm starting to get weirdly tired and hungry. So I think, yeah, we just went ahead and saved that. It is, yeah. So here, let's just go ahead and go to the ending screen and so get some music going. All right. I think I did see someone that I know go live on my phone, so we can raid into him. Yep. So I'm sure he would appreciate that. So, we're going to raid over to Tucker Farce. He is one of the guys that I play Final Fantasy TCG with. And he is currently opening a case of Opus 24, I believe. So yeah, if you want to see some card openings, hang around. And, even if not, let's just say hi, show him some support, because he's been in here a couple times, and he's super chill. So, following. And I think I have a, yeah, I have a raid call, so if you want, just copy and paste that. And, just to make sure it works, boom, there we go. And yeah, we'll get that raid over to Tucker started. Yeah, he just started. All right, so yep, I want to thank everyone for coming, spending time with me while we were playing Phoenix Wright. And we'll be back on Thursday to continue the Turnabout Samurai trial. And yeah, and then after that, we'll be back Saturday for more Final Fantasy IX. Anyway, have a great night, everyone, and let's give Tucker some love. You too, Gore. Bye.